Well, a very good afternoon to you. Welcome to this edition of Lunchtime News here on MTV Sports with News First. I'm Shine Durangpati. Here are your headlines this afternoon. Water supply to several areas in Colombo disrupted. Western Provincial Council to grant 100,000 rupees each to all Sunday schools in the province. South Korean Defense Ministry says that North Korean missiles could be shot down if they pose a danger to South Korean people. Now for a comprehensive look at those stories. Water supply to several areas in Colombo remains disrupted due to a fault in the main pipeline which supplies water to the Dahiwala tank. The main pipeline near the Ambatale Water Purification Centre, which ruptured last night, is yet to be repaired. As a result, water supply to the Dahiwala, Mount Lavinia, Ratmalana and the Moroto Urban Council areas and Vellavata has been disrupted. The Ambatale Operations Manager of the Water Supply and Drainage Board, P.L. Rajapaksa, believes that repair work on the ruptured pipeline could conclude by 2 this afternoon. The pipeline ruptured at 7:30 last night and caused severe damage to 3 houses located close to the Ambatale Water Purification Centre. President Mahinda Rajapaksa inspected renovation work carried out on the old buildings at the Auditor Generals Department yesterday.
Several dignitaries, including Defence Secretary Gotabaya Rajapaksa, also attended the inspection. The construction is done by the Civil Special Projects Division of the Sri Lanka Navy under the supervision of the Ministry of Defence and Urban Development. An estimated 149 million rupees will be spent on renovating the old buildings at the Auditor Generals Department. Meanwhile, President Mahinda Rajapaksa attended the Sinhala and Tamil New Year celebrations of the Carlton Preschool yesterday. The event was held at Torrington Square and a group including the Defence Secretary attended the event.
Paksa, very specially the President of the Democratic Socialist Republic of Sri Lanka, His Excellency Mahinda Rajapaksa.
Well, on to more local news. The spill gates of the Muthukandia Reservoir in Monoragala have been opened since last evening due to heavy showers in the area. The Muthukandia Reservoir, which is 24,600 square feet in size, is one of the largest reservoirs in the Monoragala district. Assistant Director of the Monoragala District Disaster Management Unit, Ravindra Pushakumar, said that the spill gates have been opened by an inch. But moving on to other local news, a decision has been made to grant 100,000 rupees each to all Sunday schools in the Western Province. Chief Minister of the Western Province, Prasanna Ranathunga, says that with the growing number of students attending Sunday schools, there are insufficient resources to operate the schools. He further noted that this program will be initiated to develop Sunday schools and religious education. The Chief Minister noted that 100,000 rupees each will be granted to Sunday schools of all religions. General Secretary of the Jatika Sevaka Sangame of the Ceylon Petroleum Corporation, Ananda Palitha, says that there is a possibility of fuel prices in the island reducing in comparison with prices in the world market. Now, he made this statement at a media briefing held in Colombo yesterday. We urge the government to return to the price formula which was in place on the 12th of February in 2011 and 2012. The CPC can sell a litre of petrol for 137 rupees without an issue. A litre of petrol could be sold for 100 rupees, but selling it for 137 rupees is not to scrounge the people. It has to be done because the CPC has a large debt burden. The driver of a three-wheeler which was travelling from Kotagala in Hatton to Avisavila died after the three-wheeler veered off the road and fell off a precipice. The incident occurred at around 8 last night. Our correspondent said that the three-wheeler had fallen off a 20-foot precipice in the Kudagama area in Hatton. According to the police, the driver of the vehicle had succumbed to his injuries after he was admitted to the Kotagala hospital. The deceased has been identified as a 23-year-old resident of the Kotagala area in Hatton. Meanwhile, two persons sustained injuries when a van toppled into a canal in Hinguragoda. The accident occurred in the Kimbulavala area in Hinguragoda at around 12 midnight. Our correspondent says that the van was travelling from Hinguragoda to Madragiria. The injured have been admitted to the Polonnaru hospital. Well, today is day 7 of the Auditor Fair 2013 trade exhibition held at the Kandy City Centre. Now, the trade exhibition, sponsored by News First, will conclude tomorrow. A number of trade stalls have been set up at the exhibition premises and are open daily from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. A musical show takes place every night at the exhibition premises. Now moving on to sports news, weightlifter Shashika Ekanayaka says that he is happy to have won Sri Lanka's first medal at a World Weightlifting Championship. Shashika shared these views with Sports First upon returning to the island this morning from the World Youth Weightlifting Championship.
I am very happy because it is the first ever medal for Sri Lanka in a weightlifting championship. This was not an instant victory. It took a lot of training and planning for me to get to this point. The gold medal was awarded to a Chinese weightlifter and I received the silver medal. I feel that this championship is a big event because the World Youth Weightlifting Championship brings a large number of talented athletes from the strongest nations in the world, making it very competitive. We were unsure of a medal. I hope to participate in all international competitions in the future and bring honor to the country.
Well, now moving on to the basketball court, Josh Smith led the Atlanta Hawks to improve their playoff position with an easy 23-point win over the Philadelphia 76ers, 124-101.
The forward scored 28 points and pulled down 12 rebounds for the Hawks, who pulled into a tie with the Chicago Bulls for 5th place in the Eastern Conference playoff race with only a week left in the season.
Takes it down and slams it home.
How many times do you see Ivan do that, though, where he
Been clear.
not very good shot?
Rather, Johnson clears. Mike Scott putting it up and in.
John Jenkins added 21 points and Mike Scott contributed with 17 to help Atlanta snap a 3-game losing streak and improve to 43-36.
Josh has it poked away and stolen by Thaddeus Young. 2-on-2. Thad to the bucket. Of their last 36, and they go up top to Al Horford.
Thaddeus Young led Philadelphia with 28 points, with Nick Young had 19 off the bench as the 76ers lost their third straight game to fall 31-47.
Will not shoot again, or yes, they will. Mr. Holiday will put it up, and that will be the ball game. So Atlanta comes to Philly.
And that brings an end to your lunchtime news bulletin here on MTV Sports. Thank you very much for watching. I'm Shah Party for News First. Goodbye and take care.